Welcome on this fabulous day, isn't it? Just a spectacular day. If you're new with us today, we have a beautiful information packet on the back wall in the blue folder. You're welcome to take one with you, and if you have any questions, do come up and see me afterwards. I'd love to talk to you about this philosophy, which is my life. Without it, I don't know what I would be. It's just one of the greatest that there is. And so we have music by Dalton. He's ready to sing for us. And usually when Dalton comes, we go, "Dalton's in the house!"
We're going to open up this morning with a call and response that many of you will be familiar with. There's no lyrics, but you don't need lyrics. Part of this is in English, part of it's in Sanskrit. It's a prayer for freedom is the best way to think about it. So you will swiftly pick it up, I suspect. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vasudevaya Because the one I love lives inside of you, I lean as close to you as I can. Because the one I love lives inside of you, I lean as close to you as I can. That's so good. Because the one I love lives inside of you, I lean as close to you as I can. Because the one I love lives inside of you, I lean as close to you as I can. That's all there is to it. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vasudevaya Because the one I love lives inside of you, I lean as close to you as I can. Because the one I love lives inside of you, I lean as close to you as I can. Because the one I love lives inside of you. Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can. Let me hear you. Because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can. Because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can. Because one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can. I lean as close to you as I can. I lean as close to you as I can. I lean as close to you as I can.
Are you awake now? I wanted to dance, but it just didn't seem appropriate. It is appropriate. All right, remember that, Donald. I'm Reverend Dr. Mary Mitchell, and I've been here, I don't know, 30 years, but I'm here to welcome you and know that we really do inspire and encourage people to live spiritually fulfilling lives. So check out the classes that are coming up in the hallway there. There's some really great ones to look at. Right now we're going to invite the children up, and we have a couple of them. Come on up, kids. And Lindy's going to pan the camera, so if you take a minute and turn around and wave at the rest of the world who's watching us this morning. Good to see you, everyone watching. And let's sing to the children. Face of God, I want you in my arms. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I want you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I want you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
She gave me her notice today. She let me know she's growing up. And she's leaving our family on Sunday mornings. But I have loved this girl since she was just a little bitty thing. And she has brought such confidence and love to our children's program. So, and this hug is from all of those people. And what I want her to do, when you see her again, she's got the most incredible voice. And we're going to get her finally on the schedule to sing to us.
All right. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I know, that's a tearjerker, isn't it? That was beautiful, Sue. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. All right. I'd like to thank all the members of the team that were here early and ready to greet you. And the kitchen cookies are ready to have a wonderful amount of food in the kitchen, in the social hall afterwards. And Lindy's here on the camera. Thank you, Lindy. And Doug's here at the door. Thank you, Doug and Judy. And oh, it's just a wonderful team approach. I love it. All right. If you have a cell phone, we'd appreciate it. If you put it on airplane mode, that would be great. And I have a few announcements, and I'm going to give mine first. How about that? The truth is, I have taught over 100 classes here since I came. I know, it's like, whoa. I tried keeping up with them. I've got this big spreadsheet, of course. I know. But one of my favorites, all-time favorites, is the Essential Ernest Holmes, and I'm starting that Tuesday. And here's what it says in the Holmes book. He has a natural ability to help people see past their problems into the heart of their eternal being. He relates the human condition to the limitless ability to choose what to think and how to feel. That's pure Holmes, isn't it? So I invite you to come. It's a lot of fun. I love that class. There's two that are on my top list always, this one and the Power of Decision. So I'm really happy to be able to give this one right now. All right, and after this service, about 11:15, I'm going to be doing a short membership class if you're interested in what it takes to become a member and hear a little bit of the history of the center. I love talking about that. And it's about an hour long. Get some food in the social hall and come in the meeting room. And we'll talk about that. And it's a lot of fun just to share what brings people here, what brings people to the membership class, and then get to share all about what they know and what they're learning. And anyway, it's a wonderful hour, so come join us. Reverend Sue and Kelly O'Leary. Kelly, where are you? Right there. Oh, raise your hand. Look around. Here's Kelly. Kelly loves gemstones, every kind that you can ever imagine. She collects them, she sells them, she goes to gem shows. She is numero uno about gems. And she and Reverend Sue are going to have the women's group on Monday, April 14th, 7 to 8:30, learn about crystals and gemstones with her. That sounds like a real great opportunity, really great. And the men's group meets Monday, April 14th, 7 to 9 in the evening. And then the SOAR group, now this is one of their best, I've been told. I'm going on it for sure this year, a wildflower walk. And it's driving around, and Doug was showing me pictures because he went with Jim Nelson yesterday to plan it all out, make sure there's parking spaces, et cetera, showing me some of the pictures of the wildflowers. And it's almost like as far as you can see. It's really spectacular. So you're going to be sending out information. And if you don't get the information directly, go to their Facebook page. It's what, SOAR?
Yes, all caps, S-O-A-R.
All caps, S-O-A-R on Facebook.
SOAR, California, it'll come right up.
Okay, great. SOAR, Redding, California. Yeah, it sounds like a fabulous, fabulous trip. All right, and then we've got another Lori Buckman. Moon Circle. The theme is Inner Sanctum, and the herb is violet. Saturday, April 19th, 6:30 to 8:30. It's growing your awareness about the moon cycles and how it affects us. It's really fascinating. She's really, really good at it. And then we have Easter coming up, and the children are going to have a lot of, they aren't in here. Okay, they're going to have a lot of fun Easter egg hunting and having some other things to do. And the kitchen cookies will cook a very special brunch for us after the service. And the Heart Sangha Choir is going to sing, and it's going to be a really wonderful Easter morning, so hope you're here. I think that's enough of that. Lots of papers up here. All right, reading. Oh, we have now a reading. Lori's going to do the reading. And then Charlie will ring the bell 3 times. And what that is for you is to take in that reading and just center it in your body with the sound of the bell. And then I'll do a prayer.
This morning's reading, chosen by Reverend Sue, is from James Clear, Atomic Habits, pages 17 to 18. The impact created by a change in your habits is similar to the effect of shifting the route of an airplane by just a few degrees. Imagine you are flying from Los Angeles to New York City. If a pilot leaves from LAX and adjusts the heading just 3.5 degrees south, you will land in Washington, D.C. instead of New York. Such a small change is barely noticeable at takeoff. The nose of the airplane moves just a few feet, but when magnified across the entire United States, you end up hundreds of miles apart. Similarly, a slight change in your daily habits can guide your life to a very different destination. Making a choice that is 1% better or 1% worse seems insignificant in the moment, but over the span of moments that make up a lifetime, these choices determine the difference between who you are and who you could be. Success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. That said, it doesn't matter how successful or unsuccessful you are right now. What matters is whether your habits are putting you on the path towards success. You should be far more concerned with your current trajectory than with your current results. If you're a millionaire, but you spend more than you earn each month, then you're on a bad trajectory. If your spending habits don't change, it's not going to end well. Conversely, if you're broke, but you save a little bit every month, then you're on the path toward financial freedom, even if you're moving slower than you would like. Your outcomes are a lagging measure of your habits. Your net worth is a lagging measure of your financial habits. Your knowledge is a lagging measure of your learning habits. Your clutter is a lagging measure of your cleaning habits. You get what you repeat.
In this moment of this beautiful day with the bell, with the reading, we really know God is all there is, because we see that energy everywhere. Each one of us created in the love of God, to be love, to see love, to give love. So today I know for myself, as well as everyone here who will accept that, my life is now fully aware of spending, of using, of being organized, of being a friend, even to strangers, because I choose to give, to share this love of God everywhere present. So I give great thanks for the reminder this morning. We too are an example of what we teach. And every day, I choose to be better at it. Thank you, Spirit, and thank you, Ernest Holmes, for this teaching that just fills my life with such love. So I let go and release anything that doesn't serve me or Spirit, knowing that's how my day is best filled. And that's the truth. And so it is. All right. Are you ready? Yep. Okay.
Thank you. Good morning. I love that song, that chant, for a lifetime, since the first time I ever heard it from Shantala. And this morning I was hugging Judy and I wouldn't let her go. And I could feel her going, awkward, no. But I said, and then we do that chant. And I thought, yeah, it's because I'm leaning in to the one I love inside of her. And it just felt like it was our moment, our love moment. So think about that. The next time you're hugging somebody, from that moment, as he started singing, I was just going through, hugging my mom, my dad, my sisters, my children. It's beautiful what music does to our hearts, isn't it? That's why it's so important to have that in our worship moments together. So, how you guys doing with your hay fever? Doing good? Doing good? That's about the fifth layer of mascara I put on. And I have a little bit of so I'll do my best here. Our message today, there's something, I'm going to go a bunch of blah, 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 talking. But it's really all about one thing that I want to show you today, and that's coming. So sit on the edge of your seats and don't fall asleep because you might miss it. So visioning is our topic today, visioning beyond the horizon. So it takes visioning another step forward into the divine. And Carl Jung has once said, "You are what you do, not what you say you'll do." Doesn't that sound like your parents? But the spiritual lesson that we're going to follow today and join together is to explore how we're allowing those ordinary intentions and actions, just daily moments, to affect our future, just as the reading that Lori did so well. How these little intentions affect our future, what we're hoping for. And it's why we continue. I was telling Charlie, I feel like I'm saying the same thing every time I come up here. But there's always more. There's always more to stretch. We might grow that week, and then we come back and we think, I can grow some more. So there's no limitation. We're open at the top, as Ernest Holmes is so fond of saying. But if we continue to return to identifying what we do daily, really contemplating that, and then do a deep dive into our consciousness while we're doing the contemplations. These daily actions that we speak of are preparing our way for our long-term goals. Do we agree with that, right? We've been learning that since, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, Covey, all this work that we grew up with. So let's look at this. If we are ignoring our limiting beliefs, if we're just kind of looking ahead but ignoring what's going on in there that is limiting, and pretending that our whining or our belittling ourselves or others isn't really going to affect the bigger picture, well, it does. We have to look again, because otherwise, if we don't address those moments, I'm sorry, I was pointing like this. Just because I hugged my mom in that vision this morning, now I am my mom. Let me just hold my arm behind me. But I'm going back. We're poisoning our way forward, right? This is the message that we can look at today. So we have to pause. We have to pause and reset our mind. What are we resetting it to? To the divine mind, to the divine way, to the deeper way of knowing. So this is this habit surface mind that we live our ordinary life. Links us to what is known through the years of speaking here as the monkey mind. That might be familiar to some of you. It's monkey mind and it's our disappointments. So I ran across this old story you've heard years ago, but this is told in a slightly different way by Sadhguru, The Inner Engineering of Joy. So I love it when he's going to tell a story. He always starts it out, once it happened. Oh. A man wished to acquire supernatural powers, so he came to CSL. Now, he went from one guru to another, desperately in search of instructions. He eventually found his way to a remote hermitage in the Himalayas. The guru of the ashram divined the purpose of his quest and asked him to dissuade him. What will you do with these powers? So what if you can learn to walk on water? After 3 days, a boat would be better. Don't waste your life on these irrelevant pursuits. Let me teach you meditation instead. Well, the master made many attempts to dissuade him, but the man was adamant. The guru finally said, well, okay, if you're so determined, take a dip in the river tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock and come to me and I will initiate you into the secrets of the supernormal. The man was so excited as all of you are in this moment. He took a pre-dawn dip in a freezing Himalaya river, turned half blue, came and sat expectantly before the master, and the guru said, see, this is going to be very simple. I have a secret mantra. If you utter it 3 times over for the next 40 days, all the supernatural powers will be yours. Now I see that already Cher's reaching for a pen, because here comes the mantra. Are you ready for it? Asatoma Sadagamaya. From ignorance, lead me to truth. The guru said, you have to repeat this sacred mantra 3 times a day, next 40 days, and the entire realm of supernatural will be yours. But when uttering the mantra, here comes, just don't think of monkeys. Remember that? Every time I'm told this story, for the next 40 days, when I try to meditate, all I think about are monkeys. And they show up. They show up in commercials, they show up on TV, in books and advertisements, in people's conversations. Don't monkey with me. I'm thinking, whoever says that until I'm doing this 40-day monkey thing? So I go back to the story. The man was incredulous at the simplicity of this practice. Is that all? Is that all? May I leave now, he said joyfully. And the guru said, by all means, please go and return in 40 days. The man left in a state of such great excitement. The fool of a guru revealed all his secrets to me without even charging a fee. He thought, and he is telling me not to think of monkeys. Why would I think of a monkey? That's so ridiculous. He came down the mountainside, reached the banks of the Ganges. He took a dip in the holy river and sat down to begin his practice, but no sooner had he uttered the mantra, Asatoma, the monkeys. Each time a monkey popped into his head, he took another dip in the river. He attempted the mantra in various yoga postures, but each time he uttered the very first syllable, monkeys would appear in hordes. In 1 week of intense practice, there was no need of a mantra anymore. It was a universe full of monkeys. This was a nightmare. Harassed by these countless monkeys, unable to do a thing, the man went all the way back to the guru and said, I don't want your damn supernatural powers. Relieve me of those monkeys first. Right? Right? I wonder if I read that and I wondered if sometimes something I might have said here stuck the wrong way in some of you and you just had a week of monkey thinking. But let's come back to this, because I know who we are, and I know we have the spiritual strength and the fortitude to overcome these doldrums that can happen. Those are those states that we just feel really inactive. It feels stagnant. And they're a little bit depressing. But if we nurture ourselves, here it is, with these sincere intentions to shift our thinking and change our course for our greater good, but also for the greater good of all, if we remember that our growth and fulfillment is going to depend on this heart's desire. So to view the horizon as a powerful link to discovering there is a greater consciousness that calls us to a higher vision of being. So, visioning beyond the horizon. And Scott Aubrey, I look at some of his quotes and things, is where I get a lot of my material. It's not like I read that much. He encourages us to realize that by visioning beyond the horizon, I like this, it's leaving us room for trusting Spirit's sacred ideal of what lies ahead. Let's breathe with that. I think in these times of chaos, in the heart of our hearts, we're all seeking a sacred ideal that lies ahead. And we're part of co-creating that. Think about how we look to the horizon in these moments of contemplation. Now, do you see only the horizon? Is your habit stopping you there of just looking? Maybe you have a beautiful place you sit in the evening and you're watching the sunset, the horizon. Now that's beautiful. But have you ever questioned what's beyond that? What's beyond that? Am I so held in the awe and the beauty of this moment that I've never thought of what's beyond that? Is this just the end of another great day? Oh, there's my favorite tree. Good night, tree. And we stop there? Because there is, Mirabai uses this term, the holy hush. I love that term, the holy hush. That's what contemplating what is, taking that time. And if we have the courage to dream beyond tomorrow, and boldly then align our purest intentions to head ourselves into our future with faith, with confidence, that what we desire is ours to receive. So I ask you to think about it. Do you speak to God or do you speak to Spirit in those moments and wonder together, what is the highest and best for me and ultimately for all beings? Do you take that time? Do you allow that conversation? So right now I'm going to ask you, and Lindy is going to get ready to show you something on the screen behind me. And I'll tell you when to hit it, darling. So I ask you to imagine, okay, you're coming in like you routinely do. You're driving into our parking lot to the center. So you're all the way in, you've parked, and now you're out of the car, and you're approaching our entryway, right? Either this door or this one or the side one, or you're coming on in. Well, what do you see? What do you see as you're walking in? What comes to your mind's eye? Think about it. And then as Lindy shows the image, you recognize that, Susan? Susan took that picture. I don't get any credit for it, but I love it. When she sent me that was a holy moment. I think that's an extraordinary picture. I think I could end the message right here. That light asks you, you might have had a certain concept when you looked at the building, looked at the walking in. Maybe you had feelings of how it feels when you walk in. But now I asked you also, reimagine and see what God sees. Now, for many years, let me explain something, why this is so profound. There has been many visioning sessions that we've had here, and from the leadership team, board retreats, the ministerial search committee, practitioner conversations. A single theme has continued to get spoken about and inspires all of us on our way forward. And it is the light. Our center is the light, a beacon of light. This is what our center represents to us individually and collectively. Oftentimes it is said, like a lighthouse that continues to shine its light out into Redding, out into Shasta County, out and beyond, and into the world. It moves me to have sat in so many of those conversations and held that holy light myself. The light, always the light. So we know that this land that we're upon is so sacred. It is so blessed. Many of the elders here still remember this land when it was just poison oak trees, shrubbery, squirrels, wild grass, all of that. But there was a vision held by Dr. James Golden and at the time Andrea Golden, now Azevedo. A vision. There was a vision for this sanctuary, for this compound that we now celebrate on a regular basis. This property became a solid mark in Redding to represent our hope, our healing for many, many more to come, for years to come. This is a place that we all dreamed of would be a place that we would care for so deeply. This is making me emotional. Because landscape was yesterday, right, Diana? Landscape, people come. Shy people come. Outgoing people come, and they work hard. And one of the things that's kind of amusing on a side note, we collect the shopping carts that gather through the week. Charlie hauled them away, and before he could even get back, there was another one. So you keep on working, keep on serving, keep on taking care of what we love here. This is the place that so many of us, and you are too, all of us, have invested tireless hours of service and study and much of our financial good to keep it charged with this energy of love and healing. This is a spiritual center. This is a center of light. So this photo, in a moment of time, just a few weeks ago, was taken by Susan Jantz, so if you don't know who I'm talking about. And she was at the center. We were all leaving. And we were leaving after a rainstorm had just finished, pounding hard. And the yoga students in here can really testify to how hard that rain can come down upon our building. And so it moistened all our land and all the structures. And Charlie and I were doing our thing, driving on out, going towards Hartnell. And we prepared to turn right, and I was looking all around. I said, there's got to be a rainbow here. Like, there's got to be a pony here somewhere. There's got to be a rainbow. Because it was just before dusk. The rain had just stopped, the clouds had just parted, the sun was still shining. You know that moment. There's got to be a rainbow. So as everything was sparkling and we turned off onto Shasta View down the street where we live, over there at the, what's it called, the Cloverdale Preserve, there was a rainbow. Huge, fat rainbow. And I was tracking it. And I said, Charlie, I'm almost certain the end of that rainbow is on our house. So that was my experience of the rainbow. And then we get home, the phone pings, and it's Susan's text to us. She got the whole rainbow. Our spiritual home was encased in a rainbow. I just couldn't get over it. I felt so blessed. Susan for being Susan. our center, our home with rainbows shining everywhere. This is the renewal. Rainbows represent renewal and hope. I don't know what they mean to you, but don't they? Don't they just make you feel like something special is just around the corner? And this is what we need, because right now, everywhere we turn, we're told to fear something. We're told to, you better be ready. Fear what is, or fear what's coming, or just don't look. So in this awesome moment, this divine moment that we all share together now, looking at this photo, you can imagine, if you will, that the building here disappears, and think about Noah's Ark there instead. Think of that moment of Noah's Ark. Because remember, rainbows are marking a shift, a reminder. There is renewal, there is hope, there is divine connection. Don't ever forget it. Noah received a promise from the divine that the earth would never be destroyed by a flood again. And the rainbow is also a bridge to witness earthly and spiritual realms, new beginnings, and a beauty that promises to emerge after challenging times. Don't we need it? Don't we need that right now? Just take in that image. Now I'm going to just backtrack you just a little bit. When I asked you, driving into the center, what did you see in the building? And before we saw all this, I want you to know something else that's unfolding. And this is about visioning. Because I know when I drive in, what I see when I look at the center over all these years, I am cringing at how desperately this beautiful building needs a paint lift. I see decay. I see the dirt. I see where we've unintentionally have had to neglect the upkeep of the building, outer building. We've had to do that over time. We've done a lot of work to keep the structure healthy. But paint, paint's the kind of thing that in due time. But now it's really showing its wear. And I see that what needs to be done. So these last couple of years, we've been doing this visioning for beautifying this property in this way. But after COVID, we had to focus on some other things to rebuild what we had going on here, for rebuild what some of the things that we lost during that time. But we're back, and we're back strong. But all the while, the building continued to show its wear. And so we visioned more, and we shared ideas, we shared possibilities, and we took those ideas away. We'll visit that later. But it remained always, that vision remained always a possibility. And as I and others have imagined it, it's coming to be. Isn't that exciting? Through all of it, through every moment of those visions, was a vision of light. And so we yearned for this way to take care of our exterior structure, knowing that what we were doing by making a lasting upgrade is to care about what is here that is so precious to us for generations to come. So the board talked about ways to make it happen in the future at one time. And then, again, circled back to us was the Hefferling Grant. That's offered by the Centers for Spiritual Living for improvements and needs at various centers. Now, we didn't want to feel greedy because we'd received from them before. But we said, why not? Why not try? So Charlie and Rich went out and got the bids. They jumped on it. Dr. Mary does excellent grant writing. She did the paperwork. The board continued to crunch numbers to see what we can do, estimated close to $30,000. Gulp. $30,000 for the job to be done right. We want it no other way. Can we ask the congregation for anything? We questioned that. But we followed, and also at the same time, every synchronistic opportunity in the timeline from one moment to the next. How can this be done if we want to act now? Well, we did it. The Heffernan Grant was approved for a large portion of the grant. We have saved dollars to complete the project. It begins now. Can you feel that? If this is your spiritual home, it's going to get a paint job. Can I hear a whoop? There we go. So over the next few months, it's going to happen. Oh, why not let it happen during our biggest events, the rummage sale and the holistic fair? But oh well, God works in mysterious ways. But our gratitude pours out to the Heffernan Committee and to all the worker bees who are refurbishing our outbuildings, led by Dick Sorensen and Ernie. We thank them. To the landscape team, who is preparing the pathways to get to the building properly. To the paint selection committee, we thank you. This is visioning beyond our limitations of a current snapshot to see the limitless possibilities of a bigger dream. We're motivated to see this through. We're connected to ways with the divine mind, which knows the way. So we're relying on that with great faith. So we're thanking God for the inspiration and the follow through. And we're thanking the people here who are sharing in the work for completion. We are grateful for the funding and for the people that to continue to find their way here, because this is a place of light. So my time is complete, but I wanted to personalize the practice of visioning for you, because you and I are always connected to this divine mind. Never underestimate the power of this connection. As you understand personally Spirit's highest vision for your life by asking the questions, the reflective questions, you will receive the insights. They will be forthcoming. You are going to be inspired to take action because you're basing it on divine guidance to manifest your true potential. No doubt about it. You are the co-creator with the divine, influencing from this moment forward as we do a little practice here, because we are embracing right now. Our hearts are filled with love and gratitude, is why I told those stories, because it's in that space where love is inspiring us. And we know that the small, consistent steps that we take forward on our own path, this consistency is nurturing our progress. So I ask you, look at anything in your life. Maybe it's your optimal well-being. Maybe it's your health. Begin your vision there. What avenues will support you? Yes, it's going to be a daily process. You will build momentum. You will see the success along the way. You will be mindful. You will be present. Every choice will be reflected back to you. Stay true to yourself. This discipline will reap rewards and encourage you to stay aligned with your highest intentions. Old habits will try to divert you off your course, but laugh it off and choose the harmony of living in alignment with your actions to your goals. And I know we can do this. And I know we can do this together. So as Judy plays the keys, you see this music again, as I started the talk, the music takes us there. Close your eyes, settle into your own knowing that God, Spirit, love, whatever your name is for that greater idea of divinity, inspiration, power, influence, that great love is all there is. And as we sit together here in this sacred space, this temple of light, we're leaning in as close as we can. to that which we love so dearly. And we're breathing, and we're settling in to our deep connection, our eternal connection to the divine way. Let it release us from the suffering of misunderstanding, of trying to grapple with what's going on, and just turn back to ourselves. Turn back to your relationship with the divine. Lean in as close as you can and have the conversation. Ask the divine, what's the greatest idea that the divine has for me at this time of my life? What is mine to know right here, right now? Speak to me. Inform me, love me, lead me. And just listen. And just listen. And wait. And see the signs. Feel the love. Feel the inspiration. And then ask yourself, what must I become? What must I let go of? What must I become to allow this greater idea to fully express itself in me in all the years of my life I have left to be a living human being on this planet at this time? I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm here, show me. And we breathe deeper. We drop into a deeper consciousness. We're walking over the rainbow. We're high in that consciousness, on that bridge of understanding and knowing. You look around, we're all walking the bridge. We can do this. We're good people. We have good hearts, good intentions. We walk in the light. And then we ask, is there anything else I need to know? What about? God just says, let it go. Keep moving forward. Keep loving one another as you love yourself. Keep moving forward. The light will lead the way. You're not alone. You're never alone. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is.
I'd like everybody to take a deep breath in with me. One more. Let's do a third, just because. It does sound. Ooh, it does sound a bit like that, yeah. Dream of the day when we time when we can live without pain. Dream of a way that we can live without hunger. Dream of a sign that the earth can be peaceful again. What can we do to get our people looking higher? What do you do in the darkness but look for the light? Oh, we can join hands and do whatever we desire, and we'll never fail as long as our reasons are right. We're gonna live in peace, it's our only chance on earth. Get all that fighting to cease, and remember what life is worth. Each of us has the power to bring about changes. Though society separates us from the time of our birth, oh, we won't live here much longer if we live as strangers, and no time at all if we don't learn how to live with the earth. Combining our efforts instead of being parted, sharing the vision that we will have a new dawn. Remember that love is how it all got started, and don't you know that love will keep it going even after we're gone? What can we give the earth that we haven't given in the past? Oh, we'll live here on earth, make it last and last and last. Dream of a day when we can live in communion. Dream of a time when we can live without fear. Awaken a way to get all of us working together, and know that the time when the earth can be peaceful is near. Know that our thoughts and our actions are honest and clear. Know that the people of earth will be saved from all fear. Know that the time when the earth can be peaceful is here.
Perfect song, Dalton.
I'd like to invite the ushers forward. And I want to share with you the magic of intention. After Paul passed, for several months, I can't find our camera. I can't find the camera. And all these birds are flying and things are happening, and I can't find the camera. And I'm going, okay, Paul, find the camera. 3 days ago, I found it, and yesterday, I found an exact duplicate. We never bought two cameras. Same model, same make. I'm looking at, if this is, they got to be different. They are not different. Thank you, Paul. Isn't that weird? I don't know. You just got to have faith. He's listening. Man, he's listening. Okay. So no, as we prepare to give our offering, our heart is filled with love and appreciation, since what is offered here is for our spiritual well-being. We're filled with gratitude, knowing life stays in balance, for as we give, we do receive. And so what we're doing now is I have this, what you're seeing up here on my little card, and you're invited to say it with me. I am grateful for the abundance in my life and welcome more prosperity with open arms. And so it is. Thank you. All right, we have, huh?
It's going to say goodbye, and then we'll have a final song.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
Stage left. No, we have a final song with Dalton, and then we move in after that to the peace song, and that is our closing. So we're just reminding you. But there's a curiosity that I just have to ask, and I might be really embarrassing myself. But these two gentlemen over here, were you in a Penske truck at one time? No, they're saying. No, they're looking at me like never had a Penske truck. Well, you remind me of these two men that drove in our lot a few years ago, and they were on an adventure, and Mary helped get them on their journey. So I said, "Are those the Penske men?" And she goes, "I don't know." And they don't know if they are either, but I'm thinking they are. So in this moment, I'm just blessing the Penske men wherever they are, and may their lives prosper. I wanted to also remind you that their signups are out there that Pris put together for our parking lot sale that's coming up in May. So keep informed on that. It's coming here before we know it. And there's always something beautiful going on, but I do hope I see you on Easter. It's going to be spectacular. The choir has been really building the energy for this. Less talk, more music. So enjoy that, and enjoy the rest of this day. Mary's class is in the meeting room, which is down the hall to the office, and you'll see a meeting room, but get your food first, and let's enjoy Dalton while we have him here. Thank you, Dalton.
I see a hand over there.
A hand?
Thanks, Dawn. I just wanted that anybody on the list team know that we're having a meeting in about 20 minutes. Go to the social hall, grab a bite, and come back in here. And we'll be looking at fun socials and fundraisers for the rest of the year. Thank you.
I'd like to invite everybody to stand on up who's comfortable doing so. There was a time in my life I thought I'd have to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are ever discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, Thank